Yeah, he said straight to that. I thought they talked pretty respectful over. Yeah, I saw the clip. The clip of him talking. He was like, man, you saw that shit too? No, yeah. They sounded real respectful when they was talking. They didn't say like no disrespectful shit. Yeah. They definitely pulled him into that conversation for sure. Well, you know, Mace did. I'm like, yeah, that nigga, man. That's a good question, though. Cause they answered it and it was cool because they both seemed like it wasn't no problems. They both, I thought to myself, wow, they were really respectful about when they was both speaking about her.
He's about to tear it up.
Yeah. But nah, it wasn't really. Maybe I missed the part where they said something crazy. Yeah. They was just saying they wanted her.
Ugh.
I'd like to see each of us try to schedule 2 internationals. Talk to your teams and let me know how we
should. Let's get out here and play this nigga goddamn Cade Cunningham.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And it's still early in the season, but it's always a good time to check out some power rankings. A lot could change before playoff time. You look at the Bulls, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Seeing where the Nets are, they've made some strides climbing into the top 10, and they're not done yet, trying to continue in the right direction.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Powell is out there with Thompson. Then it's Cam Thomas, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Pistons, Jalen Duren out there with Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Then it's Thompson, then there's Cunningham, and it's Franklin in at the 2. Still extremely early on, Grant. But talk about when coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
Now here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Duren with a screen on Powell. Thompson passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
That is what they want.
Murray Miles will only be starting for 3 games, but
Pass to Thompson. Launches a 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Hey, good to.
Oh fuck! I forgot to turn the minutes up.
Get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Detroit with the ball. Following the 3 by Brooklyn. About a minute played here so far in the first. And the layup is good off the glass. Thompson's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cunningham could run this play with his eyes closed. He's so good at getting others set up.
Here's DJ. Coming off 41 points last game out. Reed passes to DJ. Inside, here's Cunningham. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Well, I like Cunningham in the paint the most. His outside shot is still developing, so his focus should be on scoring inside.
Now here's Thomas. Back to Powell. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Here's Thompson. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. And Cunningham throws it down.
Well, that's what you want from Cunningham. Use your size, attack the rim.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage. And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Thompson passes to Reed. Here's DJ.
Cool.
Looking to win the run. And the three-pointer goes.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Cunningham. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
I forgot that nigga was on
DJ
fucking
passes
Charlotte
to
now.
Thompson. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Franklin. No made baskets yet. Back to Cunningham. Thompson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Oh,
From in his last game. Here's Cunningham. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Cunningham's got 8 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Thomas. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
Thomas flashing his handles. He can get creative with the ball.
Cunningham outside.
I'll be there.
Knocks down the long K.
Don't you know?
Yeah, this quarter is all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Pass to Powell. And here's Thompson. And here's Thomas from the arc. Buries it from 3.
Well, hey, look, Thomas loves a duel. Answering that 3 from the other end.
Here's Franklin. Now Duren. Cunningham outside. From downtown. And the Pistons, another 3.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Thompson outside. Thompson, a screen on Cunningham. DJ passes to Thompson. Tries the spin move. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. Now here's Cunningham. His last outing, he had 24 points.
The fuck?
There's the 3. Shot is good by DJ.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
The Pistons have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Cunningham outside. Pass to Robinson Earl. Cunningham looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
Here's DJ. And Cunningham pulls it down. Detroit has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Robinson Earl. Cunningham. And he drops it in from the low post. Cunningham's got 18.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
It's Powell on the wing. It's Thomas on the wing. He's got 5. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8 points now.
If they keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And the dunk by Duran.
How much power from Jalen Duran. Goodness.
DJ passes to Powell. Here's DJ. And here's Thompson for 3. Duran with a rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Franklin. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Detroit shooting their first free throws here for the night. The first free throw is good. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Williams is checked in for Duran. Brooks comes in for Robinson Earl. Perry's checked in for Thompson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And he makes the first but misses the second. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebounded by Knox. Here's DJ. He's got 6. The steal. Lillard outside. Shoots over Thompson. Again, the miss by the Pistons. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
Yeah, they split their series last year. Both sides have loads of talent. It should be an entertaining meeting again.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The Pistons on top, leading by just 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Detroit.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
On the floor for the Nets, we've got Jordan Poole, and it's Thompson in at the 4. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. DJ in the last game against Phoenix was outstanding. He ended up with 41 points, and he was dealing assists all around. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Detroit leading by 3. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And that one's good for Brooks.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Poole outside. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Reed checked in for Brooklyn. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Brooklyn, number 1.
Their defense led to offense, and no team was better at forcing miscues and capitalizing at the other end.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
The 3 is up. cash from Cunningham on the 3-ball.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Pass to Gonzalez. Here's DJ. To halt the run. Can't get it to go. Only 3 for 8.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
To the middle. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it all working tonight.
Here's DJ. He's watched by Cunningham. There's the block.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
To the inside. And finished off by Brooks.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Pistons making a switch here. Robinson Earls checked it. So a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Detroit on top, just dominating this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Brooklyn Nets.
Where is the rebounding? They're getting pushed around and eaten alive. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's something they need to fix if they want to get back in this game. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
I think for Brooklyn, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they...
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
They've got Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. He's out there with Asar Thompson. Jalen Duren out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Franklin in at the 2-guard spot. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Powell with it, working on Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Pass to Franklin. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Here's DJ. He's got 9. Connects, the jumper drops. DJ's got 11 points.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Pass to Robinson-Earl. To the paint. And Duren with the basket. On the assist by Cunningham. 10 points for Jalen Duren.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Here's Thomas. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Well, Thompson not only matches up well defensively, He can turn back shot attempts. Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half. Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Here's Powell. Thompson pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Franklin, good.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. DJ passes to...
Oh, wow! Look out! Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Pass to Thompson. Down low. Here's Robinson Earl. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on him in Thompson. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night now. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Knox, he's checked in for Reed. And he makes a first. Good on both. The Nets have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's DJ. Misses a 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Cunningham. Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Over Thomas. The rebound by the Nets.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Fires for 3. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 8 rebounds in the game. Detroit has got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there. Well, Grant, for a late first-round pick, Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Thompson. Now Thomas. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. BA, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Thompson passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, you've got to like the instincts there from Thompson to find his teammate off the pick and roll.
Here's DJ. He's got 14. Inside, Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
The Pistons have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Cunningham against Thomas. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Duren the screen. To the paint. Thompson finds Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, it's always a huge bonus when Duren has a scoring night like this.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Brooks, he's checked in for the Pistons. Damian Lillard comes in for Cunningham. And taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. You look at Thompson, a constant threat, 3rd overall in steals.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Pass to Poole. There's the triple. Pure from three-point range. Poole's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Lillard. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, Duren has those long arms. Terrific rebounder at both ends.
Here's DJ. 14 points for him. Lets it go from deep. And the net's another three.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Pass to Brooks. 1:03 left to play in the third. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second half.
The strong defense from Brooks, using his instincts there to come away with the block.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. The Pistons lead by 23. Now here's Lillard. No points so far. Duren with a screen on Poole. To the middle. And the dunk by Duren.
Moving well. Duren working in the two-man game.
Brooklyn's gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. It's Poole on the wing. Drills it from deep. Poole's got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Three-pointer. Brooks gets the 3 to fall.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Here's DJ. He's got 17. Out left to the wing. Got it up. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute master.
Both teams making substitutions here. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA.
Yeah, it's like anything, B.A. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Colin Sexton, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. For 3, here's Lillard. And again, no good by Detroit.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Here's DJ. And the net's another 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Holden. Now Williams, guarded by Hayward. Now here's Brooks. Shot clock at 5. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got 4 rebounds now.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Now here's Lillard, tightly guarded. Holden the pass to Lillard. Here's Perry. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Here's DJ. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Off target from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Pass to Holden. Oh, he tries a three. Sexton grabs the board. Nets trail by 15. Here's DJ. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. And the Nets making a change here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. That's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry. Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
He launches. Duran pulls it down.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Now Cunningham, beyond the arc. Money from three.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Here's DJ. He's watched by Cunningham. Wasting no time. They answer with a three.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Gonzalez. A minute 53 left in the game. 6 on the shot clock. It's cleared away by Thompson. The Pistons lead by 11. Cunningham, left side. Here's Thompson. Here's Robinson Earl. Yes! Using that window!
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this gap.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Nets trail by 13.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Pistons.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Cade Cunningham.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Thompson! Outside Cunningham from downtown. Yes, sir, with the three.
An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Duran with a steal.
First personal foul. Team second. Substitution on the floor.
Here's Perry. So we see the Pistons He's taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Now over to Dominic Hamill.
You guys showed some fight tonight, but ultimately came up short. What do you do to move on from this?
Best cure for a bad game is the next one. I know for my part, I needed to crash the boards harder. That would have given us some second chances that we really needed, you know? But it's all good. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time moping. Life's good. I just got to be better.
Wish you luck, MP. Yep. Brian, back to you.
Thanks, Tom. And that'll do it, folks.